Offenses against the person are contained in Part 8 of the Criminal Code. This includes crimes in which the victim is threatened, injured, or killed. Violent crime is actually decreasing in Canada, but it is considered very serious and therefore carries with it the stiffest penalties. Homicide is the killing of another person either directly or indirectly. It can be culpable homicide, which means the accused can be held legally responsible, or a non-culpable homicide, death caused by an unforeseeable accident. Murder, the intentional killing of another human being, is a form of culpable homicide. The Criminal Code classifies murder into two categories: first degree and second degree. First-degree murder includes a killing that falls into any one of the following situations. It is planned and deliberate. One person hires another to commit murder. The victim is a peace officer, prison employee, or other person employed for the preservation and maintenance of public peace. The murder is caused while committing or attempting to commit another serious offense. Second-degree murder is defined as any murder that does not fit into one of the four situations listed under first-degree murder. Both first and second-degree murder have a minimum sentence of life imprisonment. The difference is when they can apply for parole. After 25 years for first-degree murder, and usually after 10 years for second-degree. Infanticide is the killing of a newborn infant by the child's mother. It is culpable homicide. For the crime to be considered infanticide, the accused must be the natural mother of the victim. The victim must be less than 12 months old, and at the time of the killing, the accused must have been suffering from a mental disturbance caused by not being able to recover from giving birth to the victim. The maximum penalty is 5 years. Manslaughter is any culpable homicide that is not murder or infanticide. The actus reus of the offense consists of killing someone through a wrongful act, even if the killing was not intentional. The mens rea is that the reasonable person could have foreseen that the wrongful act would pose a risk of bodily harm, and that was neither insignificant or temporary. It can also be criminal negligence causing death, but not both. Sometimes a charge of murder can be reduced to manslaughter if the accused has shown provocation, words, or actions that could cause a reasonable person to behave irrationally or to lose control. Assault is the most common form of violent crime in Canada. Assault comprises any one of the following actions: intentionally applying force to another person, either directly or indirectly without that person's consent, attempting or threatening by act or gesture to apply force, accosting or impeding another person, or begging while openly wearing or carrying a weapon or an imitation of a weapon. The Criminal Code classifies assault according to 3 levels of severity. Level 1, a hybrid offense, carries a maximum of 5 years. This is touching without consent or threatening a person with violence. Level 2, assault with a weapon or causing bodily harm, injuring a person in a way that has serious consequences for that victim's health or comfort. Level 3, aggravated assault, which involves wounding, maiming, disfiguring, or endangering the life of the victim. Sexual assault is the touching of a sexual nature that is not invited or consensual. It also has 3 levels. Level 1, a hybrid offense, the most common and the one where the victim suffers the least physical injury. 97% of all cases of sexual assault are Level 1. It holds a maximum penalty of 10 years. Level 2, sexual assault with a weapon, threats to a third party or causing bodily harm. This basically involves weapons, threats, or physical injury. It has a maximum sentence of 14 years. Level 3, aggravated sexual assault, which involves wounding, maiming, disfiguring, or endangering the life of the victim.